I was like, what the fuck, nigga? My boy.
Yo.
What's happening with you, man?
Not much, man. Been a busy week, but which apologies. We're a little late. Your boy actually messed up. I forgot to say something last Sunday. It kind of worked out though, because man,
that UFC 300.
Hey.
We was gonna have to get in on that UFC 300, man.
Well, first things first.
Wow.
I gotta start off with this statement. The debate is over. Holloway is the baddest man in UFC, period. I do not care what anybody has to say.
I mean,
think about it like this.
He literally had the fight won.
Exactly.
And then he's just like, nah, last 10 seconds, get your ass in here.
Like,
we about to
bro,
do this.
For one, I told my boys two
Shut that
things.
man's lights out with 1 second left.
Bro,
I'm like,
I told my boys two things. A, that's the baddest man, period, in the UFC. B, do you know how confident you gotta be in your chin and your hands to do that with another dude that can potentially knock you out?
Yeah, just in case it don't take but one good one from
exactly.
him.
But also too, like when he caught him with that spinning back heel to the body.
First?
Yeah,
it hit him in the face.
Well, because he dug down when he was aiming for the body.
Broke his nose.
Yeah, bro. I knew it was almost about to be wrapped there.
I mean, I knew after his nose got broke, I was like, oh, he's compromised now. I was like, he might, his gas tank may not be what it normally is because he's going to be able to breathe.
I will say this, hats off to Gaethje, because even like having to breathe out of your mouth that entire match, and he still kept it competitive. He
had to do that his whole career.
Oh, yeah, because he's had 2 nose surgeries now. Yeah, but hats off to him, bro. He kept that fight competitive.
That fight, that's gonna probably be fight of the fucking year. Fuck fight of the night. That's gonna probably be fight of the year. I don't think there is gonna be anything.
Hey, look, on the plus side, he may have got slept, but at least he's gonna wake up to 300K.
Yeah, I mean, he's still at the top of the division because Max hasn't officially moved up.
Now, I was actually gonna get to that. Do you think he should stay
at 55?
Yeah. Because he looked good.
Honestly, I think that he should just try to go for fucking go for both.
Yeah.
He should just try to do both.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, he's not gonna, he's already 32, so it's just like he ain't gonna be able to be dropping down to 145 forever. So
I will say this though, this time around at 55, he looked good.
Yeah, he did. He said he put on weight.
But also he looked healthier this time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, for real. You know what? Nah, fuck that. For real, if he wants to go ahead and fight Ilia Topuria, okay, cool. But honestly, you've done enough at 45 at this point in your career.
Exactly. Let's be real here. As soon as he knocked out Gates, Topuria shook that entire time. He's like, oh, dang.
I mean, hey.
Oh, yeah, I'll be shook too.
I mean, Topuria could probably move up to 55 and do shit like that. Like, Topuria got power too now.
Exactly.
Topuria got it.
But honestly, though, I think Max is what 55 needs. Just something fresh.
Yeah, because
I want to see him stay.
You look at the elite of 55. I mean, if 55 has been a stacked division, I've been watching UFC for a really, really long time.
Oh, yeah, 55 has always been one of the most stacked divisions.
55 has always been a shark tank. And with...
Well, now it's like you have the same 4, just basically...
Yeah, it's basically like...
interchanging.
Poirier, Gaethje, Oliveira, Islam, and Chandler. It's like those guys are
you could say Dariush, but...
Nah, Dariush, he kind of fell off out of that top. But I mean, that one cat on his way, the Saryukian. Yeah, the Charles fight was close.
Yeah,
but I mean, he was able to take Charles down.
Exactly.
He was able to play with fire that whole fight. And not get
I will say this though.
He's going his way.
If Charles would have had a few more seconds, I think he probably would have tapped dude out.
Yeah,
if he had a
if
few
it
more
would have been a
seconds.
5-round fight, I think Charles would have won
Yeah.
it for sure.
But I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think it hurts Charles' stock too much.
No,
I mean,
I don't think so.
You gotta lose every once in a while.
And Charles is like one of those cats that he'll come back on a quick turnaround.
Exactly.
So he'll probably end up fighting again, like in maybe a couple of months, and then he'll be winning back in the winner circle again.
The one fight I really want to talk with you about, Weili Zhang, Yan Jianan, that after the first round, like when she was put to sleep, bro, in that show,
yeah, she was
and then
out.
they woke her. Bro, I don't think you should be allowed to do that.
I don't think they woke her up. I think that she woke up on her own.
Yeah, like you could tell, like as soon as she like kind of stood up, she was starting to get back into it. But I just don't like the fact like her corner's like, oh, do you want me to wake her up? Like, yeah, go ahead. I'm like, hold on, bro. Like, what if she's actually like not fully there? For one, you're putting your fighter in harm's way at that point. But B, say she comes back and wins the fight, I'm gonna protest. Like, bro, I had her like choked out in the first. Like, what are we doing?
I mean, that fight was very like, even if that didn't happen, I mean, Weili was just gonna storm through her.
Yeah, well,
I mean, that
she was giving her some problems like in the middle of the fight, but I think Weili kind of compromised. Like, okay, I can't stand with her fully, so let me just do what I need to do.
Yeah, I was about to say Weili would have tried to stand with her, and then when, like you said, in the middle of the fight when it wasn't working to where she wanted it, she just started taking her ass
the game
down,
plan.
and it was crap.
Which was smart, but I just didn't like that whole situation because I'm like, there's so many what ifs to it at that point, and I just really think it needs to be looked at, for future fights.
I mean, you could say that about the past. I mean, Anderson Silva, Michael Bisping. When he hit him with that knee in the third round, his ass went out. But then he was like, "Oh no, I'm good, bro. You were out, bro.
Exactly.
You were done."
When Cody Garbrandt did that last ditch hook and knocked out
Sunsao.
Yes,
but Sunsao didn't get back up.
Oh yeah, because he couldn't even stand.
Yeah,
so they had to call that one.
Bisping
Bisping was
he was
out.
He was done.
Yeah. I even said it too. Like, bro, he should not be fighting.
Right. They let the fight continue. I mean, he did come back and win, but I mean, it.
No, yeah. I still hate that though because it's like, bro,
Anderson should have won that.
Yeah. And then Jamal Hill, Alex Bahia. To be fair, I wasn't shocked.
That was gangster though.
Oh, hey. Look,
that nigga, he caught the kick to the cup, and then Herb said nah, I got this.
Like the calmest too.
Right, he just pushes him aside and whop, done. Right. I was
but the fact, like, bro, it literally grazed the nose and you put him out. I'm like, dang, bro.
I think it caught him here because you saw his head go back.
It basically grazed like the front. Basically,
I mean that's his signature punch though. That left short punch, and either the uppercut or the hook, like that left straight short punch is just crazy with him.
Oh, it told me was I'm like, so Izzy didn't give you the full blueprint.
No, well it wasn't that. I mean Jamal Hill had a broken toe.
Exactly.
So he came into the fight with a broken toe, so it's like that's why his movement wasn't what it normally is. So
I mean, hey, he'll be back.
Oh yeah, Jamal will be back. He'll end up winning his next fight, and then he'll be right back, back in the picture. But they're saying Alex is trying to go up. He wants to go in the heavyweight. And I'm like, damn. Well, he said that he didn't want to fight for too much longer. He said that he knew that he was trying to do as much as he could, before it was time.
Which I mean, it's crazy to think too. In just this short span, like he hasn't even hit 3 years yet in the UFC. Just in this short span alone, he's been a champ in 2 divisions already.
Yeah, but you think about it, it's like
his career, fighting career,
fast tracked him.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Because he comes in the UFC, he's Adesanya's boogeyman.
Oh yeah,
Adesanya's the champ. Yeah. So they're like, okay, we need to get this guy up here. So he wins we won 2 fights.
2.
And he did it in impressive fashion.
Exactly.
He goes out there, knock him out.
Caught his first opponent with that flying knee.
Right.
Like,
he knocked out Strickland with that punch. Ooh. So it's like he earned it. You got it. And then he beat him. Then they rematch it. Then he loses. And then he goes up.
Yeah.
And then he wins.
Yeah.
And then he wins again. And then he's a champ. And it's just kind of like, if he's only going to be doing this whole moving weight classes and fighting one fight and then getting the title shot. But I mean, he's, in all fairness, he's not fighting bums or tomato cans. Like, he's actually fighting, like top ranked guys.
Yeah, because that's the only problem I give with Sean O'Malley's run to the title.
Yeah, he was fighting a bunch of bums. He was fighting a bunch of nobodies.
Or like people that were already on their way out. I'm like, bro.
I think the only person that he fought that
Peter Yan
was Yan. I mean, that was it.
And even still, people question, like, did he really
got away with that one? He barely got away with that one.
Yeah. So, look, all I'm saying is this. When he's healthy, the UFC needs to stop robbing us of Sean O'Malley versus Corey Sandhagen.
And I think they're giving it to Merab, man.
Yeah, they probably are, but I don't care if Sean has the title or not. I need to see that fight.
I mean, I think this is what should happen right now. While he's healing up, I think Sandhagen and Merab should fight.
Well, I think Sandhagen's still healing up too.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sandhagen, yeah. Because I don't think Sandhagen and Merab have fought. Not that I can remember.
I don't think so.
So it's like if they fight, that definitely would be like a title eliminator fight. And hey, I think Merab would probably beat him though.
Yeah, I mean, he's just bigger.
Merab's bigger, his cardio is crazy.
But I mean, at the same time, like, though, I tell people all the time, Sandhagen is one of them sneaky guys on feet. Like, you just don't know what he's going to throw sometimes, and it will connect.
That's not that it's sneaky. He's
very
just
calculated. Yeah, very calculated.
Like he picks his spots, and he knows what to do and when to do it.
Yeah,
and he can do anything.
True.
So it's like he doesn't really have that many holes, especially on the stand up.
Yeah.
So I mean,
just if he gets a really good ground game, oh my god.
If he had, I mean, he's not
exactly on the ground. He's definitely not terrible, but there's always room for improvement.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about with O'Malley.
Oh yeah.
Is he has like no grappling.
Yeah.
It's just like if somebody was to fight him and put him on his ass, what would he really be able to do to get him off?
So let me finish out with this question. $299 or $300? Which one was better? Because we talked about this a lot and we were going back and forth.
Honestly, after seeing it and how it all played out, I'd give it the 300.
Okay.
Man.
No, I'm with that. I definitely will say that Max Holloway Justin Gaethje fight carried it.
Oh fuck yeah, it did. That fight should have been the main event.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like when I saw the lineup of the fights, I said that right off top. I told my homeboy, I was like, man, come on, dog. And he was like, what do you mean? I was like, you don't think that Gaethje Holloway fight should be the main event? But it's not a real title fight, and it doesn't matter. You got the marquee names for, I mean, yeah, it's not a real title, but I mean, I call it the People's Championship because that's what the people want to see. They want to see the baddest motherfuckers go head up and see who comes out. So that's like the People's Championship. Then on top of that, the motherfuckers in that fight, people champions.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Justin Gaethje. Everybody loves Max Holloway. Neither one of them are ever in a boring fight. You already know that's fireworks off jump. Jamal Hill, Alex Pereira, that may or may not play out. It turned out to be good, but there is potential that it wouldn't be. Same with the Weili versus Zhao Nan fight. That may or may not have been good. So how do you have that above Gaethje Holloway? Like, no.
It's just because it's an actual title fight. That's really all it was.
Yeah, just true.
But, I mean, I feel you, but at the same time, it's like it'd be a little kind of.
That fight took the energy out of everybody. Man.
No, I feel you, but it almost
after that was just kind of a down.
Yeah,
down, you were coming down.
I mean, at the same time, though, it'd be a little disrespectful to the win. In some sense, it would be.
I'm not saying just to the women. That fight should have been over the Alex Pereira fight.
No. I feel what you're saying,
It should have been
it's
over
like
both.
I'm just saying, you do that. Say they would have put that fight above the women, that would have been highly disrespectful. Now, if you put it over both, I'm okay with it.
No, I'm saying it should have been.
No, that's
over
what I'm
both.
saying. I agree with you there.
That fight should have been the main
event. Yeah. Hey, look. At the end of the day, it's all the men. It's all.
Oh, before we get off that, what did you think about Kayla? She came in there. She's looking good.
Yeah,
looking good.
You think Amanda gonna come back
to fight her? I think she would.
Yeah,
that's big money.
See it.
It's big money.
I want to see it.
It's huge money.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if she gets a title fight next. And I mean, come on, dog. I don't think that Raquel Pennington is gonna beat Kayla Harrison.
Oh yeah, of course.
I don't think so.
Of course not. For one, she's way too big.
I don't think Juliana Pena will beat her either, because Juliana Pena is a grappler.
She's got the best chance, but
she's not out.
Oh yeah, 100%. She's not.
It's not happening.
Realistically, I don't see anybody that can beat her right now.
At 35, no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. That's about a smaller. But she actually looked good coming into the cage. Because you saw her on weigh-in day, and it was just kind of like,
she was about to drop, bro.
Hey.
Hey.
But she did. I mean, she did it. But just like I told my boys when they were like, oh, she ain't going to look good in there. Holly going. I'm like, man, when she comes in that cage on fight night, she's not going to be as bulky as she was in the PFL, but I bet you she's going to be just as jacked.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And she came in there and she was smaller.
Yeah.
But she was still fucking yoked.
Oh, my God.
I was like...
I told our boys, I'm like, all of a sudden just got an urge to start doing pull-ups. I'm like...
When I saw her at the ceremonial weigh-in, after she, because they do the for the show, and she was rehydrated at that point. And she got up there and did her thing, and I was like, "Oh man!" I was like, "This is gonna be bad for Holly," because she actually looks rejuvenated, and she looks like she rehydrated well. That's gonna be a tough out for Holly. So I mean, they're calling for her retirement right now. You think she should retire?
I'm actually gonna no comment on that one.
I mean,
I just don't feel I have a right to say that.
The reason I say that she probably should have, give her like maybe one.
I'm gonna leave that to you. You've actually fought.
I would say give her one or two more.
Okay.
I mean, she's 42.
Yeah.
It's like not too many people fight in their 40s. Period.
Yeah.
It's
already rare.
Yeah. There's only been like maybe a few that have fought in their 40s and actually been successful.
Mm-hmm.
You saw what Anderson went through in his 40s. He wasn't the same. He's losing a bunch of fights. Cormier did well in his 40s.
Yeah. He almost got rejuvenated in his 40s.
Yeah. Dan Henderson did well in his 40s.
Mm-hmm.
Chuck Liddell, his last fight, he was, I think, 40.
Yep.
In the UFC.
Was that when Rich Franklin knocked him out with a broken arm?
Well,
Yeah.
But I mean, he had been on a downward turn since he was like 38.
Hey, look, man, no more coke.
Well, I mean, he was old.
Yeah, and he wasn't doing coke anymore.
It wasn't just that. I mean, his chin had got cracked.
Mm-hmm.
When he fought Rampage Jackson and lost his title, that was like the beginning of the end for him.
Yeah.
Because that was like the first time he had been put down
It could be worse, man. You could be Tony Ferguson's ghost.
Again, why I think she should maybe do one or two more fights while she's still, relevant. Because you don't want to be that one that hangs on too long,
like BJ Penn.
Oh, that broke my heart.
And getting in a street fight.
That broke my heart so
getting knocked out by random niggas.
BJ Penn was one of my favorite fighters coming up. And BJ Penn, was seeing him lose like he was losing at the end of his career, I was like, man, come on, man. Just stop already. You give us a little bit of hope. When he fought Edgar at 145, I'm like, maybe him going to 145 might maybe prolong his career a little bit.
It
Nothing
didn't.
changed.
Oh, trust me, I knew
Man,
when he fought Rory McDonald and Rory McDonald started hitting the Muhammad Ali footwork on him. I'm like, oh
well, I knew that fight was going to be that way because everyone that I was in, tight with at the time, my boys, they're like, "You're a BJ Penn fan. What do you think is going to happen?" And I was like, "Oh, BJ is going to lose." And they're like, "Why would you say that about BJ? That's your boy." And I'm like, "Come on, man. He's fighting at 170. This motherfucker rolls out of the bed on a normal day weighing 168 pounds. Rory McDonald's doing that at like 200 plus. It's like, you honestly think he's gonna go in there against a prime, top of his game, young, up and coming fighter when he's already older and kind of,
and on top of that too, that was at the time when he was heavily considered GSP's prodigy.
Yeah,
I'm like, bro,
that was when Rory McDonald was that dude at that point. And I'm like, man, as much as I love BJ, I was like, he ain't gonna win that fight. He's gonna get beat up, and that's exactly what. But he didn't get knocked down. He didn't start getting knocked off his feet until he went to 45. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe the cut to 45 compromised him some.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, but
it happens, man. It happens.
He fought at 45. He was getting cracked and rocked so often, and I'm like, come on, BJ, just let it go, brother. Like, it's time. It's time. Holly isn't quite there yet, but I mean, she's been, you know what I'm saying? Like, she ain't been quite looking like she used to look. So maybe it's time to consider it. I mean, I wouldn't say that you have to yet, because I mean, you're still, top 10. She was top 5 before last night.
Yeah.
So I mean, she's still in the top of the division.
Yeah,
so
I'll say this. I agree with your statement.
More.
Give her 2 more. See
what it looks like.
Competition wise, absolutely.
Right. If she's still competitive, then okay, you can hang around a little longer. But I mean, when it starts looking like you're just a non-factor, then it's just like, okay, it's time.
Yeah.
Like, so I wouldn't pull the trigger on retirement just yet.
Yeah.
Another one for retirement, Cody Garbrandt.
Yes, I'm not gonna lie there.
I'm not saying he should. Because
give him look.
He actually looked good in the second round until Figueiredo took him down.
Well, I forget which announcer said it best, but it's like the problem is he exploded too quickly. Like, he wasn't kind of working through.
But he always does.
Exactly, but he basically kind of set himself up at that point.
Because, I mean, he did it. The first round was a little shaky. But the second round, he was looking good.
Exactly.
And then Figueiredo ain't like that. So he took him down. And it's like, Cody Garbrandt is not a jiu-jitsu guy.
Exactly.
So when Figueiredo took him down, I'm like,
also, I say this too with Cody. If he really wants to survive, bro, he needs to start using the wrestling.
Using the wrestling that ain't gonna help you when you fighting a guy like Figueiredo.
I know, but
Joseph Benavidez was an elite wrestler as well, and he got choked out by Figueiredo.
I'm talking more so with other people. Like,
he does use his wrestling.
Yeah, but not as much as he really should.
He used it a lot against
Rob Font was when I really saw him start using it. That's
fight,
because Rob Font was piecing him up.
It's like he uses it when he needs to.
Exactly, but I'm like, bro,
I think Cody looked good in this fight, but I mean, he's fighting a former champion.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this with Cody. Same thing with Holly. Give him 2 more up and comers. Just see what he does.
Yeah, to do the Dustin Poirier test.
Yeah,
have him fight a guy like Saint-Denis.
Hey, look, let me just say this:
like,
Saint-Denis gonna be a problem, bro. When he, comes back, he gonna be a problem.
Yeah,
you saw it, like, bro, dude is not scared to come at you. So yeah, I like that.
Yeah, Saint-Denis gonna be nice. Yeah. He gonna have a good run.
All right, so real quick, I've been meaning to talk with you about this. What do you think about this rap civil war that's going on right now?
I don't think it's a civil war.
I know. I just think it's funny to call it that. But let me just say this.
It's between three motherfuckers.
But hang on. That statement right there. For one, it ain't looking like a big 3. It's looking more like a big 2. You could argue. Yeah, Kendrick might have been right when he said it's just big me. Yeah.
No, what I'm saying the three motherfuckers is like this whole thing is just about those
Exactly. But so did you hear all of the stuff so far? From
I didn't hear the Drake one yet.
Okay, so
because the Drake that one just happened.
Here's the problem,
but I know about
it. People aren't sure if that's actually him or if it's just AI. And even I'm starting to.
What?
Oh yeah, you can do that nowadays.
But why would anyone do that?
Because like if you really sit there and listen to it, it's like this just does not sound like Drake. It just doesn't. Like one of the verses is like, "You claim you a big stepper. How you big stepping when you wear a size 7?" I'm like, that's it. Like that's all you got. And on top of that, Kendrick don't even wear a size 7.
Why would Drake not say something like that?
I just don't see.
It's a diss record, man. Drake is not a battle rapper, so
I know, but we've heard him make diss records, and he's came a lot harder than that. Now he still ain't responded to Pusha T, which he's always going to catch some flack for that.
He did do the one with Pusha T. But Pusha T responded, and then he never came back.
Exactly.
But I'm talking about that record.
I know
he said some corny shit in that record. So I'm just like, come on, dog. Like it.
All I'm saying is, if that was actually Drake, buddy, like you lost already.
No, I mean, I never when I
well,
saw.
For one, I never even considered Drake on Kendrick level.
Never. So I mean, when I saw that Drake responded, I was like, oh boy, I'm like,
it's like, all right, let's see what this is.
We gonna hear you embarrass yourself.
Now, here's my thing with J. Cole. For starters, are we really surprised that he deleted 7 Minute Drill when the album is literally titled Might Delete Later? Let's just be honest for a second. But on top of that, so I'll put it to you like this. As a rap fan, it killed me to see him, apologize and delete the song in terms of like competitiveness within rap. It killed me there.
I understand that.
But let me say this though.
But that's his friend.
And that's what I was getting to. I do at the end of the day respect Cole for, kind of being man enough to say, look, this ain't me, bro. Like, I gotta be honest with myself. This ain't me. I apologize. I love Kendrick Lamar. That's my dog.
Yeah, they were supposed to come out with an album together.
I feel like it's gonna happen, or it's been out for years and they just hid it somewhere.
I think it's already made.
Exactly.
I think it's been made because they had the cover art for it and everything.
Exactly.
And I'm like, they finished that.
Yeah, but I mean, everybody else that's involved, from Ross, Metro Boomin, Future, a couple others too. It's just interesting though. But one take that I saw, which I talked about it on the Hip Hop Heroes podcast, and I'm also on. I know I'll be playing double duty sometimes. Hey, look, it ain't Project Pat, it's Project Mac. You feel me?
H in the morning.
But IDK, I don't know if you've heard of him.
Yeah.
So he came out with a statement where he said, "Oh, the big 3 need to retire, make way for next generation." I'm like, no, absolutely not. That is a quitter mentality.
Retire?
Yeah.
Why would they retire?
Exactly.
They ain't that old.
See, like, think about it like this, though. When I heard that statement, my first thought was, so you want these niggas to retire, make way for you, instead of, I want that spot, I'm going to go take it.
I mean, J. Cole has already said that he talked about retiring.
Yeah, but still, though,
it's supposed to be his last album.
Think about it like this: when it comes to competitiveness,
well, that's what he say. We've heard that a million times.
Think about it like this: come back. Imagine if Kobe said, "Oh, Jordan needs to make way. It's my time now." No, Kobe was the same exact killer as Jordan. He went to go take that spot. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
better
try.
yet, better yet, here's an example. Imagine if I said, Sneak This Sneaker Podcast, they need to retire. It's my time. I'd sound crazy saying that because, for one, we're not even in the same lane. We're not.
No.
Two, I have so much respect for those dudes. I love what they do. So if I said something like that, I'd sound very foolish because A, all I'm saying is I'm never going to get to that level, so I need to wait for them to stop so I can finally get to that level.
I mean, we hear, well,
What?
I hear that a lot.
What?
Like even in, being in the sneaker game as long as I have, you hear that all the time. Man, y'all old niggas need to stop buying all of the shoes and let us young boys. y'all old ass niggas don't need to be wearing them shoes. Y'all need to be wearing penny loafers with button ups and shit. Like y'all, man, shut your dumb ass up. I'm like, the only reason you wear those clothes is because we were wearing them first. It's just like we did, that's our shit.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
but
no,
it's
not.
like, I just look at that statement like, bro, if you're saying that, like, you're a quitter in my eyes.
I mean, that's that.
Like, you don't have no dog in you.
No, it's not even that he's this quitter. He's just that fucking. It's that your generation shit. That fucking entitled behavior. It's like pretty much anyone that's like under 35 is on that shit. Like
I wouldn't even say under 35, dog, because I still meet some cats your age that had this weird entitlement.
Are they white though?
No, that's the funny part.
Well, I mean, they could be part of Farrakhan's group. A lot of them can be those like. They say that they're just pro-black, but really they're like on some other vigilante ass shit. Like those type of guys. I've got friends that are in that lane, and those motherfuckers are super entitled.
Hey, look, I'll just look at it like this.
I'm like, why do you think that everybody has to give you something?
Oh yeah, like I'll just look at it like this, just for my perspective, being in this media stuff.
Not saying that Farrakhan is entitled. I'm just saying, like he know who I'm talking about.
So my perspective, it's just like, look, I don't want anybody to hand me anything. I've never asked for it. I'll give my flowers one way or the other. But at this point now, I feel like I have one of the best sneaker shows out right now. Now, of course, numbers wise, oh yeah, that's completely false. But I have to feel like I do because that's the only way I'm going to get better.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's always going to be my standpoint, and I'm coming for that number one spot.
Well, I mean, you should feel that way.
Exactly.
It's just like, if you don't believe in what you're doing, then what the fuck you doing it for?
Hey, look, I definitely ain't on that Kendrick, at the big three, nigga. It's just big me. I can't say that right now. I'm not there yet.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll get there.
Honestly, it's just like, who would even be considered the big three in that lane?
I'll throw Sneak This in there.
Well, other than them, we know them, but who else?
That's tough, bro, because
there's so many of
them.
Truth
be told,
like, who would it be?
I just don't care about complex sneaker podcasts.
Neither do I.
I just don't care.
I can't really
like. I love Joe LaPuma and Ryan Dunn. Like, I like those two. They seem like chill dudes. Welty, I'm just not a fan of, but he cries too much on Twitter.
You don't fuck with Trinidad?
I don't really care for him, to be honest.
I mean, it's just funny to see.
No, like, he's funny, bro. Yeah, he's funny.
Because it was different to see him in that arena.
Depending on how far they go, them girls that do the Sneaky League podcast, I like what they're doing. No, it's just a different perspective.
Sneaky League, cool. Yeah. I can watch theirs. I like their podcast is cool. I can sit through.
Other than that, though, I'm like, I don't really know who.
It's very few that I can actually sit down and watch. Like this, just based solely on sneakers. It's only a couple.
Oh yeah.
that I can actually sit down and listen to because it's entertaining. A
Oh,
lot of
yeah.
them are just boring.
Yeah.
And especially for me being an old head, it's like most of the shit that they talk about,
You've
I
heard.
already know
Yeah.
about it. So
Well,
I mean,
that's why I say, like, there's times I even get tired of doing the sneaker stuff because it's like I just get bored quickly doing it. But also, I'm into so much other stuff that it's like it's hard for me to just stick to one.
yeah,
You know, that's why I always say I love the style of our podcast because we can jump to anything.
right. It's just not just about one in particular thing.
Yeah. And, you know, speaking of sneakers, you know, I'm pretty sure they've been looking at them on the camera.
Oh, they can see it over
You
there?
guys, they may, but no, just go on ahead. And you know what? Let me see that packaging too, because I saw that. I'm like, hold on, what?
Yeah, this is what it comes in.
Yeah, like that's dope. So
In the bag and comes with the orange laces.
So I mean, if you're like
these green laces, I got these is from a different shoe. Like I tried to see if it would, but it don't match.
So,
but these, yeah.
I don't know if you can see that logo right there. It is the Undefeated logo. And let me just say, you know, for it to come in packaging like this is honestly really dope to me.
It comes in a box too.
Yeah, but you know, just seeing this, it's really cool because you don't see stuff like this too much anymore.
No.
Yeah, so yeah, but no, go on ahead and show them. You know.
Oh well.
Yeah, you know, I'm telling niggas, he got everything, bro.
I don't have everything, but
lies.
But the fours, but they're like say like a 9, about 9 out of 10. You got like some little spots of separation on them, but nothing. It's not like coming all the way off. But you saw the little little cracks right here. But I mean, it's a 20-year-old shoe, so you can't.
For the young niggas, this is a Jordan Undefeated 4.
Yeah, I thought we said that already, but yeah,
I know,
the Undefeated 4s. I mean, it was a fairly limited shoe, I guess.
Fairly.
Okay, fine, it was limited, but I think they only released it was maybe like 70, 75 pairs or something like that. It was a pretty tough shoe to get. I didn't get it back then, but I traded some shit for it, some big boy shit that it hurt me to get rid of. But I mean, I didn't think I would ever have another shot at getting something like this again. So I mean, I had to let it go. I had I traded my OG Diamond Lows, the SB Dunks, and the Supreme SBs from 2003, the white and Carolina blue pair. Those shoes both go for anywhere from, depending on the size. I've seen the Supremes go for as high as 15 grand. So I mean, I traded some pretty heavy hitters, but I mean it's got some little scratch marks here and there. But I mean, for it being as old as it is, I mean it's something that something you don't really see too often. Something a little different. I wore them for the first time since the deal Tuesday, and I was praying the entire time that they didn't crumble on me. So I mean, the dude said that he wore them, like once or twice every couple of years just to keep, kind of keep them intact. So we'll see how long they last, but eventually it's inevitable, man. That polyurethane midsole doesn't last forever, so it's only a matter of time. Only a matter of time.
Yeah, and for me, it's just cool to be able to see one because I've only seen one and never actually got to hold one. So I was just really excited when you told me you were getting them because, like, dang, like that is such a rare shoe.
Yeah, I mean that's a shout to the homie for putting me on to the dude that had him. He's like, hey man, it's like I know a dude just got it. I mean, I've only seen a handful of people in person with him. And then lately a few guys on Instagram, like that one dude that literally has everything. What the hell is his name on there? Was it the Perfect Pair? I think he has some Undefeated 4s along with a whole bunch of other crazy shit that you're never gonna see anywhere else. So I mean, he literally has everything.
Yeah. That's a tough shoe for me to follow up, especially with these. But for A 210 shoe, a $210 shoe, and I paid $100. I'm satisfied. So these are actually the New Balance 990 V4 Teddy Santis. Yeah. Honestly, I only got them because I just happened to be at the outlet one day, and yeah, here they are.
I like the purple.
Oh yeah,
The purple
I
cool.
almost got the green pair actually. But I don't actually. This is the first purple shoe I've had in quite a long time, so I'm like, you know what? Let me grab the purple.
Man, I got a lot of purple shit.
Yeah, so pretty excited.
Purple, I got it.
I did break my whole thing though. You know, I wasn't gonna buy no shoes for a few months.
Oh man,
slash, you know, I was gonna start working on finally completing the collection.
Man, that's one of these things that it's always very funny to say. You know, I've said that shit before a few times. Like, oh, I think I'm gonna be done, but then you either get back, like right now, how you know, I tell everyone now, you want to get into it now while the prices is low.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you know, when the prices drop down and you find a lot of the shit that you wanted but couldn't get.
It's funny you say that.
You start just buying old shit.
These. Guess how much they're going for now?
How much?
$600.
Whoa. Damn, that's a drop.
Oh yeah,
they was going for what, like 15?
Yeah, there was a pair going for 4,000 at one point. I almost sold. I could have easily made 2K.
Honestly, man, looking back at it, shit, you probably should have did that.
I mean, bro, it's kind of like because I've had offers like to sell them, but it's like I just don't really do that unless it's like it's one of them things like I can't. It has to be like I can't pass that. Like I just can't.
Yeah, I mean when you have that mindset, that's how you end up with this.
Yeah. It's just like, well, I mean, you do a lot more trading.
Yeah, I do a lot of trading.
Yeah, so it kind of evens itself out.
Well, doing trades is a little different because it's, you know, kind of on some, hey, I want them. Hey, I want them. Shit, trade, cool. All right, cool. I'm not out here like trying to like kill niggas and break pockets. I got something they want. They got something I want. So we just swap it.
That's why it is dope for, you got apps like Trade Block nowadays.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, which shout out to those dudes. Those were some cool dudes.
Yeah, cats at Trade Block. Cool. Yeah, for sure.
Then we want to get them on, one of these projects in the future.
Let's say that are they here?
I don't know.
I thought he said he was in Texas.
I think they said their authentication center is in Texas. Yeah. But I mean, I got one of the dudes' contact info. So, we'll see. We'll see.
So while we on sneakers, this weekend's Kobe releases. Man, come on, dog.
Oh, wait. I got to apologize. Sorry, Dez. I missed the drop for the camo ones.
Well, it was a raffle anyway.
Well, no, not at Manor. I'm talking about on sneakers.
Oh man,
sorry.
I tried on sneakers. I tried on sneakers. I didn't hit on none. I was a little. I thought I was gonna be good this time. I was feeling good about myself because shot drop military fours I hit. So I'm like, hell yeah, maybe now I can start winning some shit because this is the first time I hit on sneakers since like 2019. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'm in the game. Put in the Kobe joints. I ain't hit on shit. I tried on all three of them, nothing. So I'm at Manor. They're doing first come, first serve for the Venice Beaches. They raffled off the other two. Which I did put a raffle in for the Italian camos, and of course I didn't win. So I'm standing in line for those. There was like, I think, 20 people in front of me? Like 25 people maybe?
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't that many, right? For them to, have a full run of shoes, that many people in front of me, especially when most of them were like kids with their parents, it was like, okay, I should be able to do this, right? I go up to the door to go in. all they got is a size 7 and a 15 left. I'm
Mm.
like, bro, like the majority of the people standing in front of me were like little fucking kids. I'm like, where the hell did all of the sizes go?
Mm.
And they were allowing people to buy more than one. And I'm just like, come on, man. I'm like, that's not even right, bro. Like you
Like,
can't be doing shit
I
like
could
that.
understand letting somebody buy one and then allowing them to get back in line if there's leftovers.
Yes,
I
they
could
were
understand
letting
that.
them go straight in and buy like there was people walking out of there with like 2 and 3 pairs at a time.
Yeah,
I'm
see,
like,
that's
come
some
on, man.
BS.
But they said you could only buy one adult size and then you could get a grade school size. But I saw some motherfuckers coming up out of there with 2 big ass boxes in the bag. So I'm like, nah, that's 2 adult sizes in that bag.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, man.
I mean, it's like
I was pissed. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll just say
like,
this: I'm like, if you're gonna set rules, stick to them. That's what I always say.
I mean, these little small, like independent stores, like Undefeated Manor and things of that. Well, I mean, they're just a pretty big name, but it's still, it's like a small.
It's almost like it's a boutique.
Yeah, it's like little independent.
It's close to
joints.
a mom and pop boutique,
right? For sure. So they don't really have to set any rules. They can do whatever the fuck they want.
But I'm just saying though, like if you already say, "Hey, one per person,"
that's why I say
stand on
you. If you go. When you notice I mean, I can't say shit because I kind of have a couple of friends with some boutiques back east and they look out for me. But it's a little different because they'll look out for me before.
Exactly.
So say the release is on Saturday, they'll hit me up Wednesday. Hey, we doing this release on Saturday. You want me to set you a pair aside?
Yeah, but that's totally different though because it's like it's almost a
so
no harm, no foul.
Right, because by the time they get there, that pair ain't even in the rotation.
Exactly.
So
that's basically a no harm, no foul.
Right.
Yeah, but it's like when you said, "Hey, anybody lining up, it's one per person," and then you're allowing people that lined up to get 2 pairs. Like, bro, come on, what are we doing?
I mean, it's like but in that and the entire line, bro. Everybody that was in front of me that was like a young adult, they were all fucking resellers.
Mm-hmm.
There was like a group of kids in front of me. They probably were in their like early to mid 20s, right? It was like 5 of them. It's like them cats, man, they went in there and they were leaving the line. One of the guys was leaving the line and getting in his car leaving. This motherfucker was coming back with pairs. He went all the way to Desert Sky to Shoe Palace and came back with a couple of them.
Crazy.
And then they went in the store and bought the rest of the ones that they had in there. And I'm just like, man, see, this is the bullshit that I be talking about. It's like we can't get nothing because the damn resellers is going and buying all of the goddamn shoes up. Then he's like, then he gonna have the nerve to walk out the store like, hey man, I might have your size, come holler at me. This motherfucker was selling them for $400. I'm not paying $400 for them shits. You gotta be out your monkey ass mind. $400. I was talking to my dude on the phone while I was in line, and one of the guys that was in front of me in the little group, he gave me a side eye because I was like, I was like looking at this line. I was like, the majority of these motherfuckers in this line is gonna have these pairs on offer up as soon as they fucking leave here. And then he kind of side eyed me like, oh, you talking this shit. I'm like, damn right I'm talking because I know your ass is one of them, and I know you heard me, and I don't give a fuck that you heard me. It's like, what you gonna do?
Oh man, hey,
like,
well, you better than me. I'm like, Cat told me like, oh, don't worry, man, I might have your size in the car. I'm like, oh, it's okay, buddy. I mean, I would have got them. You didn't come here and take the size that you don't even need.
Facts. I'm like, these motherfuckers is in here buying this shit, and they just buying it to sell. And I'm like, that shit is, that's why people don't like doing first come, first serve releases anymore. Like you have all of the resellers talking to, man, let's make it like it was before where you get first come, first serve. Yeah, but before when it was first come, first serve, motherfuckers was going and buying their size.
Yeah.
Because they were going to wear them.
That's why it's like, I'm honestly all for you got to wear them out. I'm all for that, bro.
Yeah, I would wear them out.
Like, as long as you still get the box. Because when they started doing that, you can't leave it with the box. I'm like, why not, bro? I paid for it. I'm fine wearing it out. I'll do that.
Now,
but give me my box.
If they would have did the release, I saw somebody in the comments when they were asking for ideas, like, I seen at Gilbert they did the jump shot.
Hey, I was with
that was cool.
Yeah.
That was cool. And I know I saw somebody say something about the Phoenix store that they should have did, like, you got to wear a Kobe to get a Kobe.
Yeah, I would have been with that.
And I'm like, that would be cool because 90% of the niggas in line probably don't even own a pair of Kobe's.
Oh, yeah.
I actually went there wearing a pair of Kobe's, so I'm like, that would have been easy money for me. But these people they ain't got no Kobe's. I mean, it might have been like a couple of cats in the line that had some, but the majority of them, they probably didn't have no damn Kobe's.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, what they gonna wear there? So I mean, yeah, that would be a good one, but I know there are a lot of people that do own them. So, but most of the people that own them, that go to buy them, are like, my age. So they're going to actually wear the ones that they buy. Like, they not coming in there to do no resale shit. They coming in there to get some shit that they want.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's different.
No, that's why I was like, I'm with that. But,
like,
all I say is, like, bro, if you're going to do first come, first serve, like, at least stick to the rules that you said. Like, that's all I'm saying. Because
he came and told us that they were going to let them do the multiple pair while we were standing in line, and I'm just like, wait, hold up, that ain't what it was before.
Now you changing stuff.
It's like, now you gonna say you can get multiple pairs while we're waiting in line. When he said that shit, they were about to let us go in.
Niggas were waiting their chops.
Oh man. As soon as he said that, I was like, well, that's done. I was just like, I might as well just fucking walk out of the line now, because I ain't gonna get shit with that. It's like everybody in this line is resellers. They gonna go in there and buy as many pairs as they can. So I'm like, man, that's bullshit. But I mean, that's just the way it is now. I mean, that's why everybody prefers to do online shit, because at least then, you got to compete with bots. But I mean, standing in line, you still got to compete with the people in front of you just buying 4 and 5 pairs.
I mean, it's like, I think Pop said it best, doing the online jobs. It's like a scratch off, you're like, oh, nice. You don't hit, oh, well.
Yeah, exactly. Because you ain't wasting no time.
Exactly.
You're wherever you are doing whatever you're doing. Like, oh, hold on, let me see if I can get this shit. Damn, all right, fuck it. And then you just move on.
Yep.
But when you got to go and stand in line and wait for hours to get to the door, and then you can't get them, then you're like, what the fuck, nigga? Like, I just wasted my whole morning here for nothing. Yeah. So, I mean, the online is a little different.
Mm-hmm.
So I did make some phone calls.
Oh, I know. I know.
Of course, none of them got them in my size, but they were like, we'll probably end up getting, especially my homie with the boutique. He was like, oh, I'll probably end up having a whole ass load of kids in the next week coming in here with like 4 or 5 pairs of them. Like, what can I get for these? So he was just like, I'm sure I'm gonna get them. I might
need you to make a call for some military Blue 4s.
All right. I can ask him.
I might need you to make that call. Because I was going to try, but I kind of just was either too busy or just totally forgot about it by the time the shock drop started.
Because those don't come out until next month.
Yeah.
Because somebody was saying something about that. Because I kept saying, oh, there's going to be a shot drop real soon. They don't come out till the end of May. That don't matter.
Exactly.
I'm like, when you got enough fucking build up for something, if you do a shot drop a month out, people are going to fucking go for it. Especially when they said they did 1.3 mil. I'm like, oh yeah, they going to do that shit. Or they going to probably have more than one shot drop. It'll probably be another one before the drop.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So,
we'll see. Well, move on to basketball so I can go home.
Yeah,
notice how I said so I can go home.
Yeah. I'm already at home.
Exactly. Must be nice, man.
Nigga, you live down the street.
No, but you see, I still got to drive.
This nigga live 5 minutes talk about I gotta drive. Man, get your ass out of here.
Hey, look, it's tough out here. All right, so the standings after the earlier games today.
Oh, yeah.
Which today is Sunday. April 14th. So, starting off with the West, you have OKC, number 1 seed, number 2 seed Denver, number 3 seed Timberwolves, number 4 seed Clippers, number 5 seed Mavericks, number 6 seed Suns, and then you have 7 seed Pelicans, 8 seed Lakers, 9th seed Kings, and 10th seed Golden State.
Right. Okay.
And so let's start off with the West.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured we'd do predictions.
Okay, before we get into this.
Okay, what's up?
To those little young ass, no basketball watching ass niggas that was arguing with me in that group on Facebook.
Oh God.
Now that OKC is number 1 again, tell me again how trash Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is, please.
Wait, what?
Oh man, they were lighting my ass up because I said that I thought Shai Gilgeous should be MVP this year, and they were like, "Are you serious? He's trash. Jokic is the greatest player in
what
the
is
league."
this group? What is this group name?
Y'all, guess who the name of the guy who started the group? DeVante Mack. He spells it differently than you spell yours, but his name is DeVante Mack. Because when I saw it, I was like, "Hold up, nah, wait a minute, this ain't my nigga."
For one,
Mack. Like,
I'm on record saying SGA should be
I was
MVP.
like, "What?" Yeah, that's why I was like, "Hold on, that ain't my nigga Mack." Like, then I'm looking at it like, looking at some of his takes, I'm like, "Oh hell no, this definitely ain't Mack. This is somebody else with the same name. We got an imposter here." Shaming you, boy. But yeah, man.
Hang on. To this imposter DeVante Mack out here. Listen, buddy. It's already tough enough bearing the name DeVante nowadays. You bring a shame to all of us with your nonsense basketball takes. Hey, you probably just started watching basketball a few years ago, for being honest, with a take like that. Because even when SGA was on the Clippers, I knew this nigga was going to be a star. That's why I was so hurt when he got traded.
Yeah, I was shocked that but I mean, they didn't have nothing else.
Exactly. That was the only thing we could give up.
That's the only thing we give up.
To this imposter nigga, you need to just go on ahead, remove yourself from that group chat, or just delete it, because nobody wants to hear a stupid take like that.
Now, in all fairness, I don't think he necessarily said that, but the group that it's all in, he started the group.
Well, just delete that group. It's a bunch of niggas that don't know anything about basketball.
Some of the takes that he puts in that group, oh my God. Like, it's not just that, man. He be saying some off the wall.
I need an invite to this group.
It's so funny because some of it you can tell he's trolling, and then other ones it's just kind of like, do you really believe that bullshit? Like,
so anyways,
but yeah, y'all niggas is eating y'all crow right now because I told y'all.
Anyways, we gonna move on. So the West, I'm gonna start off with my predictions, and we're gonna go all the way to finals.
Okay.
All right, so that 9th and 10th seed, Kings are gonna win.
You think so?
Yeah, Kings are gonna win.
You don't think Steph got another one?
I don't think he does this year. I'm sorry, I just don't.
I don't know. I'm not gonna count him out.
I don't want to, but it's like, bruh.
Do I think that the Kings have the better team?
Yes, and that's what I'm basing it off of.
Yeah.
All right, so that number 7 through 8, I honestly think the Lakers are going to win. Now, I don't want to pick them.
Who are they playing?
They're playing the Pelicans.
Oh no! Hell no!
Hey, this is my prediction.
No.
Calm down. We're gonna get to yours. Calm down. I'm only saying this.
Tolerate that.
Oh no. Hang on. I'm only saying the Lakers are gonna win because it makes sense for ratings.
That part, okay,
That's the only reason why.
right.
Now, out of that loser of 7 and 8 versus winner of 9 and 10, if it's between Pelicans and Kings, I actually got the Pelicans in that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the Pelicans is gonna beat the Lakers. Real
I
talk.
could see it, honestly. I really could.
Did you see the game the other night
Oh,
against
yeah.
Golden State?
Mm-hmm.
Bruh, if they play like that against the Lakers, it's a wrap.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
It's over.
100%. But
Them boys was hitting threes. That you had
it all depends on what it all depends on how LeBron shows up, man.
LeBron can't surpass all of them.
Exactly.
That nigga Zion was hitting threes. It's
yeah.
Oh man, it's
a problem.
Zion.
Also, it depends on which Zion we get. Do we get Zion that's on a tear right now, or do we get Gumbo Zion?
Nah, he gonna still play good.
Oh yeah,
the Zion is tired of bullshit. He trying to win.
I do got Pelicans getting that 8th seed. Now, reason why I would really like for them to get the 8th seed, because I really think that's the only team that can really compete with OKC in that seed.
Between the Lakers?
No. I'm saying Pelicans.
No. You said in that seed, so I was like, so if it'd be.
The Lakers get that seed, bro.
Oh yeah, they gonna. That's a quick.
Out. That's almost a quick 4 now. Because I'm sorry, that team's just too young, bro. You're not gonna be like.
I mean, because Chet can't stop AD.
Exactly.
AD be having some good games.
Yeah, but let's be real here, though. Who is going to be able to run up and down the court in that starting unit on the Lakers with them niggas for most of the game?
Bron.
Exactly. That's it.
Bron.
So that's why I'm saying I kind of see the Pelicans being able to at least hold their own. They're still going to lose.
I think honestly,
they have the best shot at beating.
The Pelicans might be able to win.
Oh yeah. They're gonna have to play the games of their life.
Because I mean, OKC is a good team,
but inexperienced.
Yeah. Which most of the Pelicans are as well.
Yeah.
But CJ McCollum has plenty of experience.
Yeah. Brandon Ingram's
been in the league a long time.
Exactly.
Not a lot of playoff experience, but he's
and also Baby Durant right there too.
Yeah. And then you got what's the Valanciunas? He's got playoff experience.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they got a solid squad, so they could actually beat OKC in the right,
exactly
in the right circumstances.
It's gonna honestly though, that series I would expect to go almost 7 games.
Because if you get Murph come out there hitting threes like he was the other night, and McCollum hitting threes like that, that's gonna be a tough team.
Yeah. So, that second.
So basically, what you're saying is that the Kings and the Warriors is going home. They done.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think so. Lakers getting that seed against Denver. That's a quick 4 now.
I mean, the Lakers in any series.
Yeah, it's a quick 4. Honestly, the only team I could really see them not being a 4-and-out against is actually the Clippers, because we're just as old as they are.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Heck, even the Suns actually, I think, would give them some problems.
The Lakers?
In the sense of like
a series?
Well,
hell yeah.
Yeah, but more so, I think what would help the Lakers out a little bit is obviously the Suns' lack of depth. That's the only thing that would help them out.
The Suns don't actually really have that much of a lack of depth. It's their interior defense.
That too
is the big problem.
Yeah, but
Eubanks and Nurkic. I mean, Nurkic is decent, but Eubanks is just kind of there. Like AD that's barbecue chicken.
Oh
for him.
Yeah. So Denver versus Lakers, quick 4.
Oh, easy.
That's
easy
not
one.
even a debate, dog. Heck, if they win one game, I will be amazed. I'm not gonna lie. Minnesota versus the Suns. I got Minnesota in 5.
As much as I hate to say it, I have Minnesota winning that series.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the Suns. I'm just as big a KD fan as anybody, but I mean, come on, man. Like,
it's just not working out this year. Frank Vogel's not going to be the coach on that team next season. Let's just say that
Minnesota's defense is just too good.
Exactly.
I mean,
on top of that, they just got Cat back. Like,
it's that they don't. The Suns, the Suns when they play tough defensive teams, they don't shoot well, and when the Suns don't shoot well, they don't win.
Yeah.
So
and then here's the one I'm very nervous about for obvious reasons: Clippers versus Mavericks. I was just telling my boys earlier, Clips in 6, and those are going to be a tough 6 games.
I don't know, bro. I think Ramadan Kyrie is gonna come through.
Well, Ramadan over, but I'm just hoping we don't get
No, I'm talking about the way he was playing.
Oh yeah,
Ramadan Kyrie. What he had in that game? What, 48?
I think he had 50 actually.
I was like, it was 50. It was either 48, 50. Something. It was something crazy. And I'm just like, bro, come on.
Yeah, that's gonna be a tough series for us because yes, Luka's never beat us in playoffs, but at the same,
Luka got help now.
Exactly.
So it's gonna be different.
He got great help.
Yeah, he got good help for real.
Yeah. So I'm saying Clips in 6. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a 7-game series. Truth be told, I wouldn't even be surprised if the Mavericks get us. I would not be surprised.
That game, that 4 or 5 slot in the West, to me is that's a pick'em series right there. That really could go either way.
Somebody told me today they'd almost bank on whoever wins that series wins the Western Conference.
I mean, that's not out of the realm of possibility.
It isn't. But I mean, I could only agree with that statement in terms of whoever comes out of that series is going to be very battle tested for the rest of playoffs.
Because who do they play?
Who?
They play the winner of what?
I want to say it's the winner of 1 or 8. I want to say.
Wait, it don't have a thing?
Nah, it doesn't say. I would say the winner of 1 through 8. I want to say.
We can look that up.
Yeah.
Look up how it's gonna play out, because I mean, honestly, that is very that's very realistic that could happen.
Mm-hmm. Winner of 1 or 8.
Winner of the 1-8 series is gonna play whoever wins that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then the 3 and 6 winner is gonna play the 2 and 7.
Yeah. Okay. So we did have it right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, bottom line, this is a great playoffs this year.
For the West, yeah.
Yeah. So what about you? Who you got?
Making it to the conference finals?
Yeah. What's your predictions?
I would say, let me see, because you got the 1-8, so Denver is going to the semis. That's a pick'em series right there.
With 4 and 5?
Yeah, because whoever wins that series is going to play against Denver, so it's just kind of like...
Nah. 4 and 5 will play OKC or whoever is in the AC.
How? No, the winner of the 1-8 series is going to play the winner of the 4 and 5.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay.
And
I got it mixed up what you were saying.
I said whoever wins that, Clippers Dallas is going to play against Denver. So it's just like, that's going to be a tough series right there for either one of those teams against Denver.
Yeah.
Because I always figure it's like...
Yeah, for Western Conference final.
Whoever wins that semifinals matchup is gonna probably go all the way to the conference finals.
Yeah,
because I mean, in the bottom half, you have the 3 and 6 seed. That's gonna be
they play winner out of Denver versus 7 seed.
Oh no, OKC is number 1. So
Mm-hmm.
So I think that the Clippers, if the Clippers make it past Dallas and they play OKC, I mean,
problem is
OKC, they OKC beat them.
Exactly. They've been beating us, bro. I think we only got them one time this season.
Yeah, that's what I say. I think y'all won once.
Yeah, so
I mean,
but again, like anybody that plays OKC is banking off that we have more experience, and then that's really all they had to bank off.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know.
That's gonna be a tough one there.
Mm-hmm. That's gonna be a tough one for anybody.
That's gonna
them
be
and Minnesota are probably the two teams in terms of like you just don't know fully.
Yeah, because you don't know what,
because you already know what Denver's bringing. You already know,
right? You know Jokic is gonna do what Jokic does.
Yeah,
but it's
and then
like
Jamal Murray.
Yeah, and Jamal's back now, so he's gonna be doing that. But they're teams that where you have the guy on the team that can just explode and do crazy shit. Like Ant went for I think he went for 50 the other night.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, if he's having games like that where he's going for 30 plus, Minnesota could be on a tear.
Yeah.
And then they got, like you said, they got Cat back, so that's another 20 plus in the bank.
Yep.
So that's gonna be a tough bracket right there.
So you want to move on to the East then?
Well, who you got in the bottom bracket?
Oh, for the West?
Yeah. It's gonna be what, the 3-6?
I'll say Minnesota and Denver.
And then the conference finals?
More so, semi.
Semi? Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's gonna
it's just, I'm sorry, I don't believe in the Suns, bro. And I'm not being a hater. I'm just being honest.
I mean, I'm just watching their games, man. It's like Kevin Durant he's like the most consistent guy, but it's just like everyone else is just, I mean,
just super inconsistent.
Even Booker, which I thought Booker would have been one of the more consistent
the problem
guys.
Is it's because they're making him run the point.
Exactly.
And he gets too focused on trying to facilitate.
Exactly my point.
Like, people thought I was crazy when I was saying that at first. I'm like, bro, like, you can clearly see it.
Devin's not a point guard. He likes doing it, but he's not particularly good at it.
Exactly.
It's not his strong suit.
Yeah, so. Yeah.
Well, they got Isaiah now.
Yeah, but how much is he going to play? That's the question.
That's the problem. They need to fucking let him play.
Exactly.
I'm like, because he is a point guard.
If I'm the coach, I'm telling Beal, like, look, shut up. You're coming off the bench. You're the sixth man. Shut up. Deal with it.
Honestly, I think that would make it. Well, see, I think that if they let Beal run the point, it would probably be better, because Beal had to do it when he was in Washington.
So he was the guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When John Wall was injured, Beal was the one initiating the offense. So it's like, why don't you just let him do that?
Hey, who knows? Anyways, moving on to the East.
Boston.
Oh yeah, Boston number one.
Boston in the finals.
I mean, that's pretty fair, but
let's be real now.
Exactly. Oh, trust me, I agree. But Boston number one, Knicks number two.
That's crazy to me.
I know, right?
The Knicks number two.
Number three, Milwaukee, which truth be told, bro,
they done. They fried, bro.
Well, because
Giannis is injured. It's
number four is Cavs. Number five is Orlando.
That's crazy to me too.
And then number six is Pacers. I'm just gonna say this right now. Well, actually, let me finish this off. Number 7 is Philadelphia. Number 8 is Miami. Number 9 is your Bulls. And number 10 is the Hawks. So let me just say this real quick. I lightweight think the Pacers could get Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Like,
they can. Especially now, because Giannis is hurt
and Doc Rivers is the coach. So winner out of 7 and 8, I'm actually gonna pick Philly. Now that Embiid's back,
they're playing with Miami.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know, bro.
I'm gonna pick Philly.
I'm gonna say if everyone's healthy, Philly, but you cannot count out Jimmy Butler, man.
That is fair.
When it comes to playoff time, Jimmy is a whole.
And that's why I was getting to this. Number 9 through 10, I'm gonna pick Atlanta.
Against who now?
The Bulls.
Yeah.
But
we suck.
yeah, as soon as it's time for Atlanta to play Miami, I got Hemi buckets all day.
Hemi buckets. Pause.
No Diddy.
No Diddy.
But
Jimmy is a different cat in the playoffs.
Yeah.
He
So
I ain't counting him out. He gonna make it into the playoffs.
So I'm gonna say obviously Miami, they're gonna get swept against Boston this time.
I don't know about swept.
Better at gentleman's sweep.
I don't know about swept.
Gentleman's sweep. I'll say that.
But is Boston gonna win the series? Yes. Absolutely.
Gentleman's sweep.
I think Jimmy might be able to get 2.
Knicks versus 76ers. Lightweight, I do have the Knicks.
I mean, if they ain't healthy, then the Knicks.
Yeah.
But then again, the Knicks ain't got Julius Randle. He's out for the season. He's done.
True.
So I'm like,
yeah, but I mean,
Julius Randle ain't the greatest player, but I mean, he's
a
still
body
dropping 20.
Yeah.
So,
here is the interesting one.
Oh, why we on the Knicks?
Yeah.
So, had a hot take today from one of the homies.
Okay.
This nigga said right now that Jalen Brunson is better than Steph Curry.
Oh, that's craziness.
He was just like, I'm taking Brunson over Curry.
Well,
right now.
If he's talking about just for this season alone,
yeah, he's talking about right now.
Lightweight, just because of their positioning right now, it's not an all the way far out take, but it still just sounds crazy.
Yeah, it sounds crazy.
Like just hearing
when he first told me that shit, I was like, nigga, what?
Exactly. Like, that was my first thought.
Then it was just like, well, I mean, if you're looking at the stats, if you're looking at the standings, I'm like, well, Jalen, he this season he might have outplayed Curry this season.
Oh,
real talk.
I mean, Jalen's
averaging like 29 right now.
Jalen's been on a tear.
Yeah.
That's why when me, you, and Vaughn got into it a bit, I'm like, bro, he's a superstar right now, and that's mainly just because he's in a big market and he's killing him.
Yeah, I was like,
other than that, he's an all-star. If he's not in New York, he's an all-star at best.
Yeah, that's what Blanc was. He's a superstar.
Because it's like I said, he's only a superstar because he's in New York. That's the only reason.
He was killing in Dallas.
Exactly.
He wasn't no superstar.
He's
playing just like he is now.
Exactly. He was becoming an all-star in Dallas.
It's like when Luka was out, like Brunson was dropping like 30 and 40 and all kinds of crazy.
But I will say the best thing Brunson did before his career was go to New York.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so hats off to him. But no, I mean, bro,
he needed that trade.
The series that I'm interested. He was a free agent.
No, I mean not trade. I mean change.
Yeah,
he needed that change. He needed to go somewhere.
The series I'm interested in over there is actually Cleveland, Orlando. I'm very interested in that one.
Man, I think if Cleveland loses, they're gonna blow the team.
Oh, they have to.
I don't think they do. I don't think so. They got a good team, man. They're just young.
Well, you got to make some big changes.
I mean, they need a few things, but
yeah.
I mean, for the most part, they got a good core.
Yeah, but honestly,
it's kind of sketchy because Donovan is like, he gonna be free.
He's leaving after this season. Let's just be honest.
Well, you never know.
Easily,
they haven't offered him an extension yet.
He's leaving after this season, dog. Let's just be honest.
I'm like, well, they say that he may walk, but I mean, if you think about it, right, the kind of money that he's gonna be privy to, because he is a star.
Mm-hmm.
Where else could he go at his age where he's going to go to another team that's on his timeline that's going to be competitive?
Lightweight?
Nobody.
No.
They can afford him. Nobody. He might as well stay where he is.
Wait. Hang on.
What, are you going to go to Portland?
No. He could actually stay in the East.
And go where?
Orlando. Why not?
Orlando can't afford him.
You sure they can't?
I don't think so.
I think they could actually,
because they gotta sign Paulo. They gotta sign the Wagner boys. Like, they gonna try to keep that group together.
Lightweight though.
So I don't know about Orlando.
Or heck, truth be told,
Let me go to Miami. I mean, he could go to Miami.
yeah, that's obviously been a destination that's been talked about for him.
But Miami is, I mean, Bam.
Yeah.
But Jimmy, I don't think he got too many more. I mean, he's already.
It'd almost be a, I'm passing the keys.
Right, facts, right? Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I mean, bottom line, we both got Boston, so we don't need to go any further there.
I mean, Cleveland and Orlando, I think would be it's going to be a good series.
Mm-hmm.
I think Cleveland, for the sake of Donovan wanting to come back, has to win this series.
Yeah.
I mean, they should. I mean, they were in the playoffs last year.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, they have a little bit of playoff experience.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I think that they can beat Orlando.
Yeah, but lightweight, though, I think him and Garland need to get out of there.
I mean, they're the foundation.
Yeah, that is true.
Garland, him, and big man, Mobley. Like they're the young group that they're trying to build around. Yeah. So I'm like, as long as they stay there, then they'll be able to bring people in.
Yeah, but still, it's gonna be tough because who wants to go to Cleveland, bro? Let's just be honest for a second.
What's so great about it? You want to go to vacation in Cleveland? Fucking shout to Joe Kim Noah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but no, I mean, overall, I think it's gonna be great playoffs this season.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Let's say who else was after them? That was just 4 or 5,
Milwaukee Pacers, and I said I think the Pacers could get them.
I mean, if Giannis ain't playing,
especially and Dame and Chris Middleton would have to go off every night.
Okay. Here's where I'm gonna be a little indifferent.
Okay.
We've seen what Dame does in the playoffs.
Playoff Dame is a beast.
And we've seen this season when Giannis doesn't play, we see that Dame again.
Mm-hmm.
So if Giannis isn't playing, we gonna see Dame dropping 40 pieces.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, well, I mean, as long as everyone else on the team steps up to play with Dame, then they may have a chance at winning. And then Giannis can come back, when he's healthy. But I don't know, man. Ever since the Pacers added Siakam, it's just a different thing.
It was nice.
They were nice before, and then they got him and
Spicy P, no Diddy,
right? So they're definitely a team because they still have to re-sign him.
Yeah,
because I think he's going to be a free agent this summer as well.
Yeah, they're basically renting him. I think he'd stay though.
No, he already said he wanted to stay.
Oh, okay.
So he's like, yeah, I'm a.
Bottom line though, bro, like,
where else would he go?
Realistically,
he got the best point guard in the East right now.
And realistically, the only team I see that can even give Boston a run right now is honestly the Knicks.
Yeah, probably. I mean, everyone else is kind of in and out, kind of flighty.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, if Philly is healthy, I think they would be able to do some damage against them as well. But they got to be healthy, though.
Exactly. So, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. But go on ahead and take us out, man.
Well, thank y'all for tuning in. I know we was a week late, but we had to wait for the good shit to happen this weekend. So, had to have some cool shit to talk about.
Like behaved.
Right. And on that note, we'll holler at y'all on the next one.